Yeah.
I think.
Did he?
I think
Okay.
it was today.
All right. Well, with that being said, agenda stand approved as presented, and let's go ahead and open up the meeting.
All right, Henry County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Thursday, January 9th, 2025, the third day of the term. All were present at 9:02. Commissioner Stone brought the meeting to order. The agenda was approved as presented. The minutes from the Tuesday, January 7th, 2025 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve minutes. Commissioner Bradley seconded the motion. Motion carried. The expenditures from the following were approved to be paid. 27th Circuit Family Treatment Court, Sheriff, General County Government, Assessor, Administrative Handling Cost Fund, Buildings and Grounds, Tri-County Child Support, Circuit Clerk, Road and Bridge, Prosecuting Attorney Training Fund, Law Enforcement Fund, Prosecuting Attorney Commission, Inmate Security, and Employee Benefits. Mark Harden and Jim Sublette of the Emergency Management Office distributed an annual report from their office for 2024 and goals of the office for 2025. One of you three has my copy, I think. Because
What?
I attached the report.
I don't have it.
I don't. Yes, I do.
Let me trade you, because I'm gonna put that.
I was gonna say, I didn't,
That's good.
I don't have it. I take a picture of your stuff. I got what you had. Did I not get everything?
So I will attach that and keep it with the minutes. Mark highlighted potential grants available. The group spoke extensively on Everbridge software, which has the capability to send emergency alerts to cell phones without the need of individuals to sign up for the service. Bonnie Tomei called the commission to discuss a gate across Northwest 500 Road in Bogart Township. Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor, shared that he would call her back after he researched the situation. The group continued the discussion on the Everbridge software. Sheriff Aaron Brown agreed that there is a need to get emergency information out in a timely manner. At 10 o'clock, Sheriff Brown and the members of the Sheriff's Office leadership attended the meeting. Sheriff Brown distributed agreements made with the Davis School District for the School Resource Officer, SRO. The three documents include the contract, an MOU, and a cost schedule. The contract's term is from January 2nd, 2025 to May 31, 2026. The cost to school while in session is $5,710.25 a month. The sheriff shared that the deputy will work patrol during the 2 months the school is not in session. Aaron shared the process in which this agreement was made, which started with the schools reaching out to his office. He also shared that he is currently working on an agreement with the Windsor School District. The contract will be supported by both the school and the city of Windsor. After brief discussion, Commissioner Larson made a motion to assign the contract with the Davis School District for the county to provide an SRO. Commissioner Bradley seconded the motion. Motion passed with a roll call vote of yes, yes, yes. Captain Mike Bilbrick addressed the commission and shared of numerous positive changes in the sheriff's office. Sheriff Brown stated that the office is fully staffed and have received numerous applications. Captain Jackie Watson shared that her staff in the jail will be fully staffed soon. She also shared of upcoming training that Captain Rob Hills has planned, which has been very beneficial to the jail staff. Rob stated that his training has been well received. Captain Bilbrick shared that the office has issued its first search warrant and the community should see results of that search soon. Jim Sublette commended the sheriff staff on their social media posts. He stated that the Emergency Management Office hopes to have a social media presence soon. Aaron shared that the staff will be getting new colored uniforms, bulletproof vests, and other equipment the deputies used to purchase themselves. He also stated that they are putting new striping on the sheriff vehicles and has a new K9 Tahoe in service. He also shared that the office received new tasers. Rob shared that the county has received grants from MoDOT for a number of years that allows for additional patrols. The office received 12 free portable breath testers from MoDOT as a result of the great working relationship it has established. Sheriff Brown shared that he plans on meeting with the commission monthly to give them updates on happenings in the office and around the county. Mark and Jim continued their support of the goals of the Emergency Management Office for 2025. That's weird that we have a Mark and Jim Emergency Management and a Mark and Jim Commission, so I probably should have specified what that was. Jim Sublette shared that he learned of an H5N1 waterfowl outbreak in the area. He stated that it was confirmed that 2,500 dead snow and blue geese in the Highway 18 area had the H5N1 virus. The strain of the virus is being tested now, but results should take 30 days. Commissioner Larson stated that the Everbridge software needed to be put into place as soon as possible so emergency information can be shared timely. He also commended the work that the emergency management staff has done and plan to do. Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor, met with the commission. He shared his research of Northwest 500 Road with the gate across the road is a public road and not closed. He stated that Bogart Township will be notified of the gate across the road to maintain the road. Dennis shared that he would like to bid out for C-channel and pipe as he has limited supply on hand and will need the material for the 5 bridges he plans on building this year. The commission agreed. Commissioner Stone shared that the county only received 1 BRO bridge from the meeting he attended in Springfield with the Southwest region of MoDOT. The bridge is located on Southwest 700 Road in Bogart Township. Dennis shared that he has received numerous calls from individuals with concerns over lettered highways. He stated that he referred those calls to the local MoDOT office as lettered highways are state highways. The group discussed unpaid invoices from townships and special road districts and responsibility of maintaining Booth Road between the city of Clinton, Clinton Township, and Fields Creek Township. Dennis also shared the increased semi-truck traffic on Booth Road as is being used as a shortcut to 18 Highway due to Northwest 401 Road having a weight restriction. Commissioner Stone shared the voting process at the Southwest Region MoDOT meeting. Dennis shared that the county has $200,000 in soft match credit on the books for BRO 31 and the future BRO 32 bridge projects. He also stated that he has been waiting on credits for 3 bridge builds that he submitted a few months ago. Clerk Rigg shared of a call received from Cassidy Cooper. She shared that 3 of the 4 elected officials from Deepwater Township resigned from the board at last night's board meeting. She shared that she and 2 others had been appointed to the board. Clerk Rick explained to Cassidy that the commission makes the appointments to vacancies of townships and that he would contact Jason Wareham, the remaining board member, the process to get the vacancies filled. At 12:08, Commissioner Bradley made a motion to adjourn. Commissioner Lawler seconded the motion. Motion carried with a roll call vote of yes, yes, yes. That was pretty darn near perfect. I had a couple typos in there, but
Couple typos, yeah.
we'll get that fixed.
Okay. Do I entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. Motion been made and seconded to approve minutes with a couple of corrections. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay. All right, put you back.
Pretty good pile of bills here.
Yeah.
Very expensive bills in there. Jim, if you will stamp this top one, I'll
Yeah.
correct the typos on the other pages.
All right. It's the 9th?
Nope,
Huh?
it's 14th.
I thought that. I thought that when I did change that last week. There we go. Do I need to keep a note for Clay Radford? We can't do anything on that. Funds for it. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Rick, you got marked on one of these, you've got questions about it?
Which one's that?
Just lay it out. When we talk about it.
That is from Amy. We have the court has contracted
Watch out.
with her to do opioid mitigation,
Right.
but it's a contract, not an employee. So that's what Amy was questioning about, if she needs to do anything in regards to her being paid. This is a report of the fees that the Recorder Deeds Office received in the month of December. Every month she'll present that. And the money that she receives goes to, so a lot of it goes to CERT, some of it goes to GR. I
Good morning,
think
Ann.
Morning, how are
There's
you?
Fine, how
another,
are you?
someone that gets it.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, she has a
Not-
preservation
not
fund,
totally, like,
so that's how the money that she received is split.
but I've been there, so I don't want to sit next to anybody. Morning.
Morning.
I know.
Train's okay. That's good. Oh. Let's see, Dan, Mark, is he on the, he is not on bank account yet, is he? We haven't signed it, you haven't signed anything, have you?
They'll need to get signatures to the bank, won't they?
Yeah,
Or do they?
the two new ones.
When Jim's gone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We let the bank know that we have two new commissioners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have another problem then, a little bit. Rick will be on taking
Yeah.
your place. Reason why I brought up anything that's coming to each of us, I don't want that person to sign the check.
Right.
Because you want to talk about,
Nope.
you want to
Just-
talk about
just for
being
general
Yep.
budget.
obvious. That's a good place to, well, what's he doing?
And the payroll,
I
payroll checks too.
on my stuff, I make sure I know everything.
Somebody
Half the time I
Just
keep
the-
pictures
just
of
the one
my
bank account.
reading and everything.
Yeah, just in case Jim's not here.
Because
and
then,
the other
at the end of the year,
commissioners
see, then you'll have
So
following
the other
every
two
year.
guys need to be removed.
Anything that comes through, you
Yeah.
have to count it.
Because Rick used to sign Jim's checks. And,
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
I will. I've been on the phone 10 times with the bank this morning, but haven't got them on that.
is that your check?
yes,
Just have Mark sign it.
Huh?
We'll get a hold of
Sign
the bank
Mark.
and let them know.
they'll let it go through. I think they will anyway. Because if I remember right, they told me, and they only check really one, if there is.
I can sign it.
Unless
it'll
it's a
go
problem.
through.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, we don't have to have more than one.
No.
We do for like approval and
Yeah.
whatever, but I can sign
And
it only.
the only time I ever got into some of those is when we was dealing with the government.
Yeah,
Well, they wanted everything.
yeah.
Social security number, the whole works. Hmm.
I don't know why we have to have the commissioner sign it. Jim didn't sign half of them last week. I kept having to hand them back to him.
A lot of.
How many have you got today?
A lot of
None so
counties,
far.
a lot of counties don't.
I love he wants to pick on me, does I was, road tag. All right, done. Was that with Mike's, that last one? I had a big one on Mike's. The one 200 and some thousand.
Yeah.
Should that be with it?
Well, we pay insurance out of assessor's fund,
Mm-hmm.
general revenue, and road bridge. So that's, should be 3 Mike checks.
Should be 300, okay. Who's it? Rebecca, I have questions.
Yeah. That was directed to me, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I must have hit that other one somewhere through there. Missed that.
You want to go ahead and I can
Okay,
get these.
okay, Ann. What you got?
I brought our settlement, all of our funds balances as of
Good.
December
Okay.
24. And we,
Good.
since this is the first time you guys have gotten to
Yep.
look at them, I
Is that
made
the
a copy for
annual
everybody.
or
Yep.
the semi-annual?
This is semi-annual, so this is from June
Mhm.
on is where the balances started. And I can easily get you a copy of June if you'd rather see that as well. And then you'll have a picture for the whole year. But, so that's where all of our fund balances
Mm-hmm.
end and our cash. I mean, that's
Yeah.
true. At the end of December. So we're steadily growing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, from June even.
Yeah,
But I can get you that if you'd rather,
We'll,
you know, kind of gives you that's a breakdown of all of our funds, most of which are in our pooled general revenue
mm-hmm.
checking account.
Our sales tax was considerably down
Yes.
this past month.
You know, I'm worried about that.
And saw some chatter
Uh.
that most of the counties were down.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd love to know when the sales tax deal, figures we look at, where are they from, what month?
Right, I know.
Because I tell you what, the way I understand, and you know, Doc Scott, he's going to go down there and find out. And he found out the same thing we did, nothing really. And that one gal,
I always assumed it was from the month before, but I don't know.
Noel,
That's
don't know whether that's right or not, because whenever
Speedy. getting
and
it
then
done.
one person down there at CCAM or Mac, I believe, she was gonna get all the information, and I got it from her, and I was to send in, and I called her back, and she was no longer there.
Yeah,
But I just
we
wondered,
can't, we were talking just on the
yeah,
marijuana,
yes,
you know, sales tax.
because for us, it'd be easy to figure.
It's not, we don't see it every month.
No,
And it's like, we know they're doing sales, so
Mm-hmm.
why, I don't know. We don't know that either.
and then somebody I'd heard, it's every other month, but that doesn't make
Just
sense
on
to me.
that.
Why not the quarter?
I don't know.
Because some of them they do. But-
Right, if their sales aren't enough,
Mhm.
but I would think that wouldn't be the case.
But you know, years ago, you could almost go by your sales of just like a business and know what they're doing.
Right.
It's either up or down.
So, anyway, we are almost done with December. We're a little bit late getting all of our collections out.
Oh, really?
I think we are almost just about 20, well, we did over 20 million in collections because I think we probably did closer to 22 million as far as collections. So I think we're like 1.5 million unpaid on real and almost exactly the same amount
Really?
on personal.
On personal and real.
Almost identical of unpaid between personal and real at the end. So seems strange, but
Yeah.
anyway, we're still plugging away, Adam.
Okay, you have any questions for me?
Okay, thank you.
Y'all know what, Mayor, where our money's at, that's it.
There you go. I'll call the bank and see what's meant. I mean, I'm sure that everybody's gonna have to show up to sign signature cards. I
Yeah,
don't know if they'll bring them here or
I
I'll see.
know. Check on it. I know it'll
Okay.
have to be done. Cause your all's name needs to be on it. In case something happens, I'm gone or something, you sign a check.
Mark, on our checks, you know, the commissioners sign it just kind of as a protection for the treasurer, because the treasurer is only the one that can release funds. So if her signature is not on the check, then it doesn't get cashed. Your signature is more of a protection for her that she's not just writing random
Right,
checks.
yes, right.
Jim, there's another
That-
couple checks here beside you.
Oh. The scale stuff. You know. think that's it. Hmm. Dennis is gonna be up this morning.
Said he was coming in.
Uh,
Here is a copy of the 3 individuals that resigned. So this is a copy of the resignation letter. And I had Jason, which is the last man standing down there, fill this out recommending these 3 that were appointed the other day for your appointment. So you guys need to formally do that today so that they can function
oh, for the
for Deepwater Township.
Deepwater Township.
And those 3 that they're wanting to appoint are the only 3 that are on the ballot. Jason did not file properly, so his position will have to be a write-in on the ballot.
Okay. Brown, Bailey, Carter? Is that Carter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooper. Bailey Cooper.
Both of them Cooper? No, one's Carter.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Has to be.
Carter and others.
Looks like it. Like Deepwater. How come they lost the whole board?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see, I wonder, should we wait till Jake comes in to appoint them? Cause that's in his, I think it'd be better to wait till Jake.
His area. Probably would be.
I don't wanna step on his toes, appointing somebody that he may have different ideas. I don't think that'd be good.
No.
It's kinda like your stuff.
You're more than welcome to step all you want.
No, I wanna stay away from all that. But if you get it figured out, I appreciate it. Cause I've dealt with Stephen Smith quite a bit. And I get along with it. Now I get along with his son a lot better, really. I don't have been trouble.
Chris?
Chris is.
Yeah, I talked to Chris too.
Chris is real. You can work with Chris. He understands it and goes on.
Well, I mean, it really it should be a simple fix.
Yeah,
As long as she's
I think
willing
'cause
to go that route.
like I said, you're dealing with something that happened years and years ago.
Right.
And I don't know the reason, I don't know why, but, and everywhere up in Urick is and I don't really understand. But White Oak, Bogart and all of them they've always run things different. And some of that was not good either, not according to statute.
Right. I think, like I said, I think it'd be a really good idea. I mean, it's gonna be a whole lot of, like, research work and everything else, but to provide the townships
I,
with And then
Yes,
if they,
we-
if they choose not
I-
to, then that's on them. I mean,
On some of that, we've made copies of statutes, and passed them out to everybody. But getting everybody to follow through,
right, well, yeah, I mean,
that's a problem. You can
that's-
only lead them one or not.
that's human nature. You can't
Yes.
make somebody do something.
No, if they, and then if they got it in their head, you're wrong, guess what? You're still wrong.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, but I don't understand. But some of that, just like this stuff, I really can't figure that out. But that's what's happened in a lot of townships too.
Well, nobody wants to get on.
No,
That's,
nobody wants to be
nobody
on.
wants to, you know,
Uh,
it's tough. I mean, in my mind, it's tough to complain if you're not willing to put yourself out there.
That's right.
I mean, I know people don't want to hear that, but.
But that's
it's-
the way it
it's
is.
what it is.
That's
I mean,
kinda
it's
like-
reality.
Anybody, if you're gonna be on a board, if you're never gonna attend, I don't think you're a good fit for the board.
Right, right,
That's how I feel too.
right.
Whether you agree with them or not, it's a different case. That's up to you.
I think so.
No, sugar on first.
Oh, yeah. I'm done with this cold weather.
Guess what? Get ready next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's supposed to get cold next week.
I'm
Yes,
getting more
it is.
snow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Man, 50 Run Road is just absolutely terrible right now.
just throw it.
And it's paved. It's paved road, and it's you know that first ice that we got,
Yeah.
and then the snow on top, and the freeze, the thaw, and the freeze and thaw. It is rough. It is rough.
Well, that's what happens. You got that ice, and when you put snow up there, and then if you can't get it bladed over to the ditch, so it melts, and it all melts in the middle of the road.
Mhm.
All that goes down through it, and it just tears your base out. Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we didn't even, we kind
You
of
only
had the
use-
standard, we didn't, unless it was 3.5, 4 inches. we
But you
left it
can't-
alone.
you can't blade it with the ice. You're just making it
Yeah,
slicker.
no.
So I don't know. But the thing is, I wish the city and they'd have picked up stuff. You know, a lot of it.
Square
All
got
that
cleaned off this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of it went away. And if we get it in tomorrow and Thursday, it's supposed to be warm.
Good.
And maybe we can get rid of a lot of it. I'm
Be
hoping.
nice.
But
You'll see on the agenda,
uh,
Red Fox Winery. He came in and visited with me yesterday. He's concerned about fire safety.
fire safety.
Yeah, because of all the things going on over in California. And,
Oh,
he has a property next to his. And
his winery.
here's pictures of it. Here's a close-up picture, and here's the big
Yeah.
picture. That isn't well kept. It's got a lot of debris and
Yeah.
piles of trash, and you know he feels that if it were to catch fire, it would cause problems to his property. I believe this is the same property that Bogart Township, because they have planning and zoning, has talked to her about it. I don't know for sure if that's fact,
Well,
but
wouldn't,
they haven't been able to get anything done.
do they have
We had to
any?
push, we got on to her because her stuff was in the right of way.
Yeah,
And I'm not certain if it even got pushed back off the right of way, but
no,
I haven't heard anything about it.
because it was on our right of way, which we got to say something.
Mhm.
But if it's on their land, you don't have a lot to say.
Oh, really?
But anyway, there they are.
So he's gonna come in, because I told him that I couldn't do anything. And I suggested he visit with you guys. I don't know if you can do anything.
And I really don't know,
Can the
'Cause-
health department,
huh?
the health.
That's about all.
He said that he's talked to the Department of Ag and
Yeah.
also to the Department of Natural Resources, and they've not done anything.
I don't know what you.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, if that's in Bogart, don't they have planning and zoning?
So they have, I
Uh,
think, they have talked to her if it's the same property.
was it they gonna make some changes on their planning and zoning,
They-
right there?
They did.
I wonder, cause Rick would make a mark there before he left.
They
that
changed
was,
their master plan.
That's right.
And I think they got it recorded, but
They was changing something. We need to find out what they changed. Maybe they got something in there that they can have some, but as far as the county wise, we don't have any. We can't do anything. We can ask them, but unless it's on the road again, then you can
What, I mean,
push it off.
what actually is it? I mean, is it just like trash or is
Trash,
it,
junk.
debris. Yeah.
Debris, junk, just,
He explained it that she's going to Uric before the trash is picked up and going through the trash and taking it to her place. That's what he explained to me. It sounds like a hoarder situation.
yeah. See, I would wonder at the health department.
It's like,
I don't know whether they could.
Is there a DNR, is there like an office in this area?
Well, Franchel, Gary Franchel, is who you talk to, probably on the health department. Wouldn't he? And no, he's on, who taking over
Fred's on the board.
Fred's?
Fritz or Fred Bowler?
Yeah, well, Fred Bowler, he was working, but now he's on the board.
He's on the board now.
But they might know something over there that a person could do, but I'm not sure what they can do on the health department. Peggy, we could talk to Peggy, see if they can do anything. I can get a hold of her and visit with her, see what she can do. But I don't know, unless there's people going on there, then you can't do much there in
Right.
the health department.
I know the health department has authority over the septic systems in the
Right.
county, but I don't know if they can do much else.
Yeah, I don't.
If they're selling food, they have
Yeah,
authority over
yeah,
that.
then it would be. But we've got, hey, I can't say too much. We've got some around us that's just as bad, and
Yeah.
I'd like to do something, but if, I don't know what you're gonna do. You can't do anything about it. If
Yeah.
it's junk, you can make them put a fence up around it, or cover,
I
block
would
it.
think their zoning may cover something like
Well,
that.
that's what I would think on something like that, but I don't know that.
But that's what he's wanting to visit with you guys about next week.
Yeah. And he'll, what we need to do, see if if they got a plan, if they got it filed. But I hate to get into that planning and zoning deal, because we're not really,
Well, even if they do, she'd be grandfathered in if they.
I never thought about that. She would be. Right over, and we'll have to,
I'm gonna leave that here because she
Mhm.
wanted to do something. Well, that's really all I have.
but you'll
for you
probably
guys.
going up on them and find out if next time, if they do have, because they're really pretty active on theirs.
Are they?
But they have a lot of people move in from the city around there,
Closer. Yeah.
and that changes some of that. But I don't know. I know out in ours, we don't really have that much trouble. And most of it, just like mine is, one guy who got junk around there, everybody mows around all of it too. And one thing about it, he
Keep it
tries,
nice and clean.
you can't. Anyway. And they're nice people too, that's the worst thing, he's friendly, but he cleans out these storage units and he sells his stuff. That's what he does.
Yeah, DNR, I mean, would depend upon what type of junk she actually has
Yeah.
there.
Well, if I remember the pictures Rick had taken that was out in the road, but that was just a little bit of everything, wasn't it? Couches,
folding chairs,
folding chairs, couches, couch out there, chair, something like that. And that's what, but then all you can do for us is get it off the right
Get
of
it
way.
off the right of way.
We got the right of way off our plat, and that's as far back as you can go. Where's Zach?
Oh.
Did you call for an attorney to come in? Yes, Zach. How are you
I'm
today?
doing all right. I'm just killing time.
Oh, you are? Hmm. Well, missed after we left.
I figured out some way to do it.
Are you going Springfield to a wrestling tournament?
We're going on Sunday.
Are you?
So, yeah, Lex qualifies as the 6 and under,
Okay.
not the rookie. So.
I wonder, Jeff been talking about Jilling, or Jackson, whether he'd go, but I don't
They've got him
know.
signed up for it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
He really should go. 'Cause I think he would just wallop everyone
Uh,
down there.
I'll tell you what, for the first time he ever done it, he didn't do all that bad, I didn't think.
No, I talked to him Sunday night
He
up at
just,
the lodge, and I was like, that's your very first wrestling tournament as a 10-year-old in
Yeah.
one of the bigger weight classes.
yeah,
You got 4th place. That's a hell of an accomplishment. I mean,
especially with all the schools in the whole area up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, he pinned a couple kids too. So I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
pinned
you
them.
gotta- I said, don't
Less
get
than a minute, he pinned him.
that last kid that he wrestled
I-
was good. I mean, that was,
Well, the problem Jackson has, he hasn't learned the moves to get out of it. Being shorter and stronger, he could do a lot of that if he had the right
Yeah,
moves to
that
get
just
it.
takes
Because
time.
the first one, everything, boy, he caught that, and you could tell he had wrestled. Boy, he just flipped him over and slammed him. That was it. He was done.
Yeah,
But,
and
anyway.
he really could have won that second match too. I mean, if
Yeah,
he'd known
and,
him.
well, the point difference, and I don't understand how they score points for sure.
But they changed it
I
this
need
year,
a
so
little
I'm
less.
trying to figure it out too.
Oh.
They made takedowns are 3 points instead of 2 now.
Okay.
So, which is throwing me off a little
Yeah.
bit, trying to figure it out. But
Point inflation.
yeah,
No,
well, so they're trying to incentivize takedowns on there too, which is good at some levels, but it makes it harder, especially like at the collegiate level, for those guys that you get one takedown and that could be it. Before you get with 2 points for takedown, 1 for an escape. You take it down and you flip the score already.
Yeah.
Now at best you've tied it.
hmm
So it's
Yeah.
makes it a little bit different.
I don't know, the only other one, and Kaysen, Kellen Kitties, he wrestled one year, started. I said, crap, it's a long, you can spend all day there. But anyway,
The
Kansas City.
Saturday will be a lot longer than it was this last
Yeah,
week.
that's what I know, that's what I figured.
But it should, with rookies, it should go pretty quick.
Well,
But I think you'll have a couple of them that'll go out and get pins real quick, so it'll move it along.
yeah, well, I don't know. Of course, Jackson, he worked on his grandma, and she don't like it.
I figure on Sunday we'll be there for 2 matches and be gone.
Will you?
So-
Yeah.
Poor Lex, she just, I was very proud of her. She shot off
Yeah.
the whistle all 3 of the matches, but she got in on their legs and had no
Yeah.
clue what to do, and she just rolled over to her back all 3 times. Yeah. So,
Well,
her last match, Wade Green, Roger's grandson, was the referee. So I got a picture of Wade helping her put the little ankle band on and
Yeah.
sent to Roger. So. I don't think Wade knew who she was, but Ben and I were sitting there
yeah.
talking about it.
Well, anyway, that's the first one. Jackson was tickled. He got to wrestle anyway. Yeah. Damn. Gotta have a map.
You never know what we might have.
I heard you and Mark's out developing roads. Well, we're ready for you.
Well, that's good. Jake not here today.
Well, we don't know when he's gonna be here. Good God, now we got a big map. We all
Okay. If you guys look right here, Northwest 500 comes up to this fence where we was standing at yesterday, Mark, and then it stops. This here, old road that went through here, I believe has already been closed. Because when you zoom in, you can see there's two bridges, one here and one,
Yeah, there's two down there.
there's one somewhere else. So I feel like this road's already been closed. They left it open so this person here could get to their property because they owned both of these at that time.
Right. That's her down.
Are they splitting?
You're good.
Cause that gate was back here. The first
And then they
gate.
moved it
This
up?
is- Well, no, that's the gate.
Oh.
But this is the fence.
Yeah, all right.
That's the fence that's there. But I feel like this road's already been closed. Because it's showing no right of way easement through here.
There isn't one?
It's not showing it on the map.
How far is it chilling? Oh. Was it chilling this right away down to here?
It shows this
40
right of way to
feet?
right here, to this fence.
So that fence.
So do you feel the gate, is this the gate across the road? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Is it,
All I feel like we need to do is pull this gate that's going across the road here and remove a few trees here and then have them gravel that, and it's a done deal. Well, we'll have to take the arm mower up there and mow a few trees.
okay, where is 240? Okay, then who owns, is Grazer on this?
This is
Grazer?
yes,
Is
yes.
that her?
Bonnie
Bonnie Grazer?
She owns this, she's
Okay.
ended up with this piece here.
Okay,
And then another sister's ended
Owns
up
that.
with this piece, and then another sister's ended up with this piece.
good morning, Jake.
Morning, guys.
Well, I guess my thoughts are, if they ever do anything with this, you gotta have an entryway. If she sells off down on that 200 and some acres, could be split up.
This, I
That's
think
what
this
I'm-
is 80. Didn't she
oh,
get 80?
this
I
is
think
eight-
she's getting
this is-
80.
Oh,
This
all
is
together.
80 right
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is 80 right
Then
here.
this is an 80 here?
This is 80, this
Okay.
is 80, and
All
this is 80.
Yeah.
There's three 80s in there. But see, these two
Who owns this,
accesses, these two pieces of property has access off of 1021.
1021. Whose is this?
Oh, I didn't look at that.
I mean, because if, remember he said that they were letting their cattle graze and
They,
go on across?
whoever owned this,
Okay, so,
and,
okay,
and,
okay,
and then
okay.
eventually
One of them,
Grazier,
Some of the kids,
somebody-
yes.
yeah,
Grazier
somebody knew.
bought this off of this guy here.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, well, as long as we take it to there, that gives her
That's how,
access in.
that's how I'm looking at it. We don't have to worry
Uh,
about closing nothing because this has already been closed. And all we gotta do is open up the road to right here.
This guy,
He's got highway access.
well, yeah, but he's gotta get access, cause it doesn't come out on the highway, does it?
right there it
Is that where, is that an access there?
It's a small one.
Yeah, that'd be the,
So what road do you think has been closed?
I think Northwest 500 from
500.
right here to 1021 has already been closed.
And where's the gate at?
And they're wanting to bring this road here back up to shape.
Do they keep anything anywhere that says, like, when we close a road? they
it should be,
put it in
should be in
file
the
or
township file. Don't you, isn't that where it's at, the township file, if we close the road?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
something? Oh, good lord.
We have to ask Kelly.
He can forget that.
Well, we have.
Well, you know, I'm
we have
talking about the
files.
file we keep down
Right,
here.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
the file we'd have.
Maybe Kelly, we'll call her and ask her. Is she there, Dave?
Uh-huh.
We might ask Kelly if there's anything in it. But I got a feeling there's probably not a thing in that either.
But to me, according to the integrity, which has all the property lines and everything on it,
Mm-hmm.
and all the right of ways marked out, it's not showing the right of way
Yeah.
through here, so that road's already been closed in.
Then
my-
you go, but the bad thing, if you go back to the next map, further down, the one they had before integrity, it's gonna be different probably.
Could be.
I see and I don't,
But
I know.
see this,
Stephen Smith is saying that this road's been closed or abandoned for 70 years. So if that's the case, then it was probably closed 70 years ago, and they just maintained this right here so this person could have property or access to their land. But what I'm getting at is I feel like all we gotta do is pull the gates, trim the brush, and open it up to the fence. Once we get to the fence, it's on her.
And they haven't been doing anything with that part anyway.
Down from
They left it
probably
out.
about right here. It looks like it was all dirt. We drove on dirt. That wasn't gravel.
Mhm. But I mean, still yet, they should have been taken care of.
Should be all right. Right.
That's the part there.
And see, according to my road inventory, we just come to here, to dead end, which would be at the fence.
That's all we've been getting, cart rock on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, remember when, probably whenever, Rick and them came in. Rick, when did we go down and work all that time down the basement on the maps? When I done it for MoDOT, when they sent all these maps up and we changed all that. Cause that's where we marked a lot of these off. Cause Eric and them knew that nobody does anything, so they'd done it. And we left some of them off the map. But that we get paid on.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said, no, they're not maintaining. But I don't know. My big thing is, and if that would satisfy her, that'd be a simple way. All that, and I hate to say it, but some of that comes back to the township.
Exactly.
Right.
Because they know they've been paid for it.
And the township's willing to help us get it opened back up and
It's really
everything.
up to them for opening.
And,
And change it.
you know, they're gonna pay the gravel fee and the
Oh, yeah.
labor and stuff for us to go in here and pull these. There's probably a dozen trees about like that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that isn't.
I mean, it's gonna be nothing for us, and he talked like yesterday how I took it, that whatever it took to open it up to this fence line here,
He
they're
was good
willing to
with
do work.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
good with it.
All right. If that would work for them would be satisfied.
We probably need to find out if that actually, if we can, if that is actually closed. And you may not be able to, and if not, but I would probably start there to alleviate any.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
you could have another issue, right, whoever owns this, and if that's a gate, boy, you want to come down here so you can get in there too.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come a little further, because you want to protect this, because that is
Well,
all.
we had.
Didn't you say the same person bought that?
No, at one time, this
One
person
time.
owned
Gotcha.
this.
Yeah. We originally, when we got there, we saw this fence and there, I don't know, hell, that may be the big tree, but there was another tree right in front of it, 20 yards maybe.
Yeah.
We had talked about taking it that far because I didn't know what you were talking about, and I figured that way, this section, if we come this far, she could put a gate in and she's golden.
Yeah.
But if we can get away with doing that, I mean,
Well, I was just thinking of this guy, because
Right.
there's a house here.
and that may,
And this is probably attached, somebody owns 1.7 or whatever.
yeah, that's that
Could be a house there.
blue house right here.
And what I'm thinking, if this guy wants out there,
500 road has been-
Well, and no, I agree
Yeah.
because we don't know.
yeah, you want to,
You rather do it one time. You don't want to do
That's
that or
what I
stop
was-
here and then.
I'd go enough that cover it down here. That way you don't have to go very far, but enough to
Right.
put a gate
Well,
in
that'd
if you
give,
need
that'd
it.
give him access. He could put his gate right
Yep,
across.
both
the
sides,
line.
and then you're covered.
Yeah.
Because anybody come off here, if this is
Is that
separate,
Bogart or Honey?
Yeah.
it would be split.
Uh,
Bogart.
No, it's not
Or- oh,
Bogart, it's
no,
Stephen Smith.
Stephen Honey Creek.
Honey Creek.
Honey Creek.
It's Honey Creek.
Is it Honey Creek Special or just Honey Creek?
Honey
No,
Creek.
just Honey Creek on that. Yep.
Honey Creek Specials to the
If
east.
that would be satisfied with her,
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, it may not be, but
That's as far as we're willing to
Yeah,
take it.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I mean, we're giving them access to their property.
Right.
Then
That's
we
it.
better, I think for,
Come a little further and.
yeah,
give
we
them
need,
both
yeah, and then we need to find out whether it's ever closed.
Closed, that's
If we can.
kind of, and if
If
it's
it,
not, we
both,
probably
if there'd be
should.
something in there, that'd be great to have.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's not closed and it's just abandoned, I
Yeah.
would close it. I mean, there ain't, hell, you can't even tell it's there.
No, because the way it's drawn on there that it used to be, that's the worst thing.
So we'll just have to dig, Kelly will have to
'Cause I'm
dig
kinda
through
looking
records
here.
and see.
Just like here, why did they run a line down across it?
But I know there's at least one bridge here.
Yeah.
And there was another bridge I'm thinking right in
Yeah, he
here.
said there was two.
Because I could
Ah.
zoom in on integrity and pick it out.
Was any of that core ground, or done any mining,
Do what?
any Peabody ground where it'd be dug up?
Mm-mm.
Okay, forget it. I was
Hoping
hoping
it was in a road.
because then they tore out the road and it's gone. You could say it never was a road. See what we're talking about, Rick? Somebody owns this property, and I presume somebody else owns that, or this person owns both of them. But if they come down and want it into here, you're just gonna save a lot of fight, because he'll be hearing about it again, say, hey, I want a gate out there.
So you said the gate's over in this area somewhere?
Yeah.
It's
Right about right in
right
here.
in there.
They'll move it up here past here ways.
So this
Then they-
person is wanting it open and clean so that he can.
Well,
have
this,
it
this
right.
person,
Well, I'd say if the gate's down there, this person will put the gate up.
I think they did.
I
didn't
thought
they?
that's
I
how-
thought that's what they said.
I got a feeling that would be,
Yeah.
that's the person.
Because they
who
were
won it.
worried that they were coming down,
Yes,
well, it
that's
wasn't
right.
these people, they bought it.
Yeah,
The guy that owned this
Beforehand.
beforehand, they were coming down and
That's
breaking
right.
in and stealing crap.
well, that's,
And so he put the gate up, and then a few years later, these people bought it and just told the township to quit maintaining it because it was, they would take care of it.
well, yeah.
And
But now somebody wants
That's-
access to that.
And you gotta remember there's.
and we have records showing that this road is open at least to this property.
Yep.
So
Well, let's see what we find from, if we find anything in the cart, in the deal. If there's anything in the package, let's ask Kelly. Check. Honey Creek, it'd be in Honey Creek stuff.
Took a while for Not for me, it was the guy.
Well, we
before
have,
me.
I'll tell you what, Mark was gonna jump in and take care of most of your stuff. but
That's good, someone
he
needs
thought
to.
maybe it'd be a good idea if you take a look at it. 'Cause you're gonna have to deal with it too.
Oh, great.
To make sure everybody,
For you.
okay, what the deal is, all this board quit.
Down there in Deepwater, right? Yeah.
And that's who Rick said was on there that could. And then one person up here, he wasn't on there, but he's willing to stay, right, Jason?
Wareham?
Yeah.
He's currently on it.
Okay.
So he's already current.
Yeah, he's the one that did not resign.
Okay, so all we need to do
You-
is
You need to
appoint
formally appoint
the other three.
Yeah, it was three.
3 people, and Jason recommends that you appoint those 3.
Yeah.
So you need me to sign that?
Well, you need to make a motion.
We gotta make a vote.
Oh,
We gotta have a motion.
I apologize. I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded to appoint
These
J.R.
three,
Brown-
J.R. Ballard.
J.R. Brownsburger, Bailey Carter, and Cassie Cooper. J.R. Brownsburger, a board member. Bailey Carter, treasurer, and Cassidy Cooper, clerk. Okay, with that being said, motion been made and seconded. Voice roll call. Mark?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Jim, yes. They're appointed.
Perfect. Oh, thank you.
That's all I'm
I will contact them.
Okay. Good morning, Lee.
Hey guys, how are you?
Pretty good.
Can you help me figure out
No.
something?
No.
Try anyway. All right, so
That-
raises go into effect,
On the anniversary date.
even the COLA?
The COLA is the raise.
Okay. It doesn't make sense. That's why I was asking. So if you were hired in December, a COLA raises for the cost of living, and you gotta wait until
Well,
December.
the raise.
Does that make
They
sense?
approved a raise of 5%.
Okay, I just thought, I could understand performance based, I get that, you know, whatever, but like, just wondering why things work the way they do, that one didn't make any sense to me. But it's all good, and it's probably been that way for a while.
Yeah, a little while.
Okay. Just questions,
Okay.
just a question, that's
That's a
all.
good question.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just seemed to not make sense. If it's a cost of living, like I said, performance raise is one thing, you know, America, whatever, you get it. Anniversary date makes sense, but cost of living, well, that's for the year, you know. And you're not really accounting for buying eggs if your
Well, the
hire
cost-
date is like
The cost of
November.
living actually changes monthly.
Yeah, but you're anticipating cost of living for the next year. That's what that raise is put in place for. That,
Well, we react to whatever the cost of living was for the previous year.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense too, but it just seemed weird. Just saying.
Okay.
Not pinning it on anybody, I just trying to figure out the process of that.
Okay.
You ever figure it out before me?
I still didn't. I'll be the last to know too. Now, I ain't
All right,
worried
here
about it.
comes Kelly.
You're not gonna like me for this. So, cause I'm still, I gotta be honest with you, I actually don't understand how that works. It seems to me, I mean, as a government employee, you can't get a performance
Dennis.
raise anyway. When you get a raise, you get a raise across the board, whatever it is. And I understand what you're saying, Rick. But honestly, it doesn't seem right. If you get a cost of living raise, then you actually don't, by the time you get your cost of living raise, the next one's already come in. So the closer you are to being hired on at the end of the year,
The further.
you're always basically a year behind getting your cost of living raise. My question, and like I said, I don't do payroll and all that kind of stuff. I don't even do it in my office. But I do know how we handle stuff like this. And I get it, this is government, it's not private. But it seems as if a cost of living raise should go into effect, say, and I don't know what month they go in. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Say in April, everybody gets a cost of living raise. Then everybody should get it on April. Doesn't matter when you were hired or what, I mean, if you come in and you get hired, the month before.
March 31st, then you
Yeah,
have,
then you still
have an
should get that
increase
cost of
right there
living
before you go to
raise,
work.
because it's straight across the board.
And just understand, I'm not trying to raise.
No,
votes or
you're not.
nothing. It doesn't even
Jake and I
affect
had
me. I was
talked
hired
about
in
this.
January.
We had talked about this before.
Oh, okay.
And we were, and I was kind of just listening and trying, because I've been trying to run this through my mind and see how this actually works. Honestly, I mean, and I'm not saying I want to change it, but for me, if you come to work in April and we give out our just regular raises in April, now I get the issue is gonna be the probation, and I guess we have a probationary period when you come to work, right? So, okay, so that will probably nix what I was getting ready to say, because for me, if we get raises out in April, the following month, if Jake comes to work, you should get that raise, because it's a question of being hired in. my mind, it's not a question of how long you have worked here. Because you're not getting paid for how long you worked here, you're getting paid for doing a job.
Right.
If you've been here 10 years and you, without sounding rude, suck, and he comes to work the next month and he's a hell of a worker, why does he get?
No,
You see what I'm, but I understand you got that, I understand you have that probationary period, and that actually makes sense, especially nowadays when it's hard to just get people to come to work.
I
Or they
guess
come late.
kind of makes sense to have the month-to-month cost average.
Everybody missed that.
I caught the first one.
And plus your vacations, everything rolls on your anniversary date, and that makes sense too. It's the most accurate way to do that, but it just, I was just trying to figure out why it wasn't just the end of fiscal year, whatever that, because for some people that's July, some people that's October, I get that, but
That's whenever I used to get my cost of living raise was at the end of the
fiscal year, when they budgeted it out for it.
Yeah, it wasn't very often we got that, but I mean,
Yeah.
every now and then.
That just, it didn't matter when, I'm
Well,
not saying.
Again, I'm not trying to change it or anything, and it doesn't affect me. I got hired in January. I mean, it's zero effect on me. I was just kind of like, duh, maybe, or something. I was like, wait a minute, I mean, that doesn't make sense, and I just wanted to know why. I don't really care, just kind of one of those deals. Other than that,
Well, maybe the future, the commission should give a cost of living allowance of whatever percent, and then a raise effective on their anniversary date. But then you're gonna have people that have only worked 3 or 4 months
yeah,
getting the same pay
I
that
see.
somebody's been
That's
here.
right.
I kind of see what,
Well, yeah, but
but you were trying to address that.
yeah, let me ask you, so, I don't know, I have no idea what they even make. But let's say, you got a guy working for you that makes $20 an hour, and you come on as a new employee, but you're only starting them at 15. So the raise itself doesn't really matter. The people that have been there the longest are making more anyway.
Right.
And I can tell you, I
Or
mean, as a business owner, the quickest way for me to get rid of you is for you to ask him, hey, what are you making?
Alright.
It's none of your business.
Alright.
I mean, it's not. It's none of your business. You're hired to do a job. Do your job. We've lost track of this. I mean, I know when I first got in this, Jim, you're a little older than me. You were thankful to have a job. I mean, nowadays it's like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Hey,
That's right.
you know what?
They're entitled.
And I get it.
And that's
It's
what's happening
2025,
here.
but that doesn't make it
Well,
right.
I'm not trying to make this into an
To me-
No, you're not. You're not at all. It's just I'm trying to understand because, like, I've got a business. I pay my people well, and I know that when you take care of your employees, as we talked yesterday, you're going to get a whole lot more out of them.
They're
you
appreciative
just
of
are.
it.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if they're not performing,
Well, that's different.
then see ya.
That's where the difference of having the cost, like you mentioned, the cost of living percentage and then
Performance.
performance.
You
Well,
need to
yeah,
split,
and I don't
because
think-
if
I
all
don't
they
know
work
if you
for
can.
is the cost of
Honestly, I
living.
don't. It just
well, I'm
seems
gonna
like
get a
it
raise.
doesn't line
Well,
up.
guess what? That's fine. That's the bad thing. Performance to me, I don't care. It's just like us. If somebody isn't worth crap,
Right.
why in the world am I gonna give them anything, as far as I'm concerned? You need to
Exactly.
be thinking about where you're going. Because you
Exactly.
need to find a place to go. That's, but I know government, yeah, everybody gets the raise. Doesn't matter
It doesn't.
whether you're
Yep.
sitting there and you never turn a pencil. Boy, you gotta get a big raise.
Yeah, that's why you can't give a
right.
performance raise. It has to be across the board.
Right.
And that's
So,
what
which
we're
is
getting
terrible.
into
That's
if
a
you're not
terrible
careful.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because then when somebody comes, well, we need a COLA now. The person that's been working, somebody just come in, well, we just give her raises. Well, guess what? Now I want more money.
I'm sure there was a
No,
rationale for it,
I mean,
and that
that's-
was all
Think about
I was
this.
trying to
Maybe
figure
come
out.
up
And
with
it's
some
hard to deal with. That's just,
Some ideas.
so you just
Like
gotta
Rick
have
had a
to,
good
just
one.
like
Don't
ours,
give me it.
you
Just
kind
trying
of
to
set
work
that
out
in
the
place.
I don't wanna
And you
be
gotta watch
pain.
it jumping around, changing.
Exactly.
But I-
Well, they were going to, this year we're gonna be
I
paid
don't-
this way. Next
I
year
mean, I
we'll
don't
do
know
it
what the answer
different.
is. It just
That's
seems
where
like
I
it's
get
not-
into it. I mean, so
it
therefore
doesn't
you
balance
just,
out.
you don't have a right way you're doing it. You're just back to the old time, just.
Yeah,
In my experience, I never got a raise until it was my anniversary day,
right.
but I worked for a living.
Damn. My experience,
That one cuts
I never
deep.
got a raise unless I made any money.
I worked for the
That's
state
like-
of Missouri. I didn't get a raise.
The employees may got a raise, but I sure didn't. I just lost.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
Got a raise, got to take it away an hour later.
Well,
I'll leave you guys alone. I
Everybody
just,
did.
Bye.
I just really
Next
kind
day.
of want to know.
Next
what
day?
the rationale
Apologize.
is. I
Next
don't
day.
care what it is, other than it just seemed a little odd. At
Well,
first blush.
the whole idea of the cost of living raise is odd to me because of the fact that I used to have to punch the time clock, and I got
did
paid
mhm.
only when I punched the time clock, and I got a raise on my anniversary day. And just because a fictitious number that hits on January 1 I didn't get a raise for that.
I'm once again, I see both sides, and I've done both areas of salary and not, and whatever, so I get that.
I would think the
rationale too,
public, most of the people outside this building and outside MoDOT punch the time clock, and they get
Cost of
raises.
living raises, I've never heard, I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Exactly.
It's
But
mainly
we-
city
we-
government. It's-
Yeah.
I've never worked anywhere where you got a cost of living raise.
Well-
You either performed and got a raise, or you didn't perform and you got fired. That was it, there was two.
It's kind of a buzzword anymore when the eggs are $8 a dozen, so that's why it's probably more in the awareness, but I just wondered about the difference. I mean, I didn't know why it wasn't just, okay, this is what it is, and that would be the date, instead of waiting for anniversary dates to go, so. I just didn't understand. It seemed to be two umbrellas
That'd be just
operating.
like starting your vacation,
Yeah,
work here a year, or otherwise, no.
you guys gotta deal with
Started
Dennis,
the
so
first
I'm gonna
day.
get out of here.
All right,
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring anything up in
all right.
forward or nothing.
Okay, Kelly came up and brought
Did you
me.
come up anything?
Yeah, she did. She brought this plat book up. And if you guys look at it, on 1101 and 700, it comes to that property line and stops. And then back then, this used to be 1001, but it's now 1021. And she does have a road closure for this 500 on paper, but she's double checking and making sure it's this one and not this one over here. But she feels almost 100% certain that that closure is for this area here, right there at that fence line where we was at yesterday.
That's where, how old's this one? This one. Oh, this is just 10, okay.
Does it say when that happened?
Huh?
Does she know?
But it shows it coming up and coming to
Yeah,
that
it
property
comes
line,
just to that.
and then it stops.
And then,
she does have paperwork showing that there is a closure in that area.
but the only thing how come then at 10:01 it takes off?
That would make it simple.
See, it starts again right here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Cause see, 901, that's what we done over here. And not 901's a road that is cut off right here.
That was a different closure though.
Yeah, I know it, this is a closure here. They would close, it's closed off right here, and then it opens up right over here.
Right there.
That's right. So that's what you're doing on
I
this.
didn't get the last name, but I got the number.
And
Do you need-
now,
So is it closed at the section line? Or is there a
no,
section line right there?
no,
Oh, yeah, she's out of.
no.
It's just where they own
It's
the
where they do-
property. It's where Hilties and them own the property.
That's right.
And they went in there and closed
Just
it.
closed it
What's
up.
her last name?
And that's essentially, you
So
get,
she confirmed what you said.
She's double checking, but she's confirming what I'm saying. That
You're
that section's closed.
if that's the case,
Did she say when that happened?
She did, she's looking.
but see, right here's where we close that. Pin Oak. Cause right here, where we come off 901, comes up here, does it. Now you're over here. That 500 is quite a problem. That's the same road that's closed on up in the middle.
But anyway, Kelly's researching it, and I'm gonna go get with her when I leave here and show her, tell her, give her the back there and history. That way, if she has to dig back further, she'll know whereabouts to start looking.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Mark came over and he went riding with me for about 2 hours, and then he had enough and had to get out of the truck. The whole time he was hanging on to this.
Well, he was scared for some reason.
I don't
He
know,
come
he was
here.
hanging on to this handle the whole time.
Yeah.
Was you able to stay awake while driving?
I heard all the time. Your turn's next, Jake.
Oh boy, I've been there. I can handle it.
But I showed him some of the area of his area and expressed my concerns on some of the stuff. Otherwise, we ran the whole county and came up with about 100 and some signs that was down. So we got all the signs made back up, and now we're out putting them back up. I know that the previous commission was toying with this deal because Windsor Special came up with this idea that if they had a stop sign at a three-way intersection get knocked down or whatever, that they was just gonna leave it down. But some lawyers have weighed in on that and said that if it's ever been posted, it's gotta remain posted, or there's a process of going to get it removed or something. But anyway, regardless whether the stop sign's there or not, I have to put a sign back up for 911 at road numbers. So even though the stop sign might not be at 951 and 10, I can't even think of what that road is there.
I can't remember.
But anyway, I'm gonna have to put up a 911 sign because they have to be put up. So I'm gonna get a hold of Windsor Special, and there's other specials out here that I'm gonna have to get a hold of and let them know that we found X amount of signs in our area, and some posts are there, some posts are missing, and we have to have the signs back up, so they're gonna have a bill. That's basically what it's gonna come down to. So you guys might hear some repercussion on that. But otherwise, we was gonna try to do a bridge deck tomorrow, but because of the cold weather coming in and supposed to be below freezing again for the whole weekend, I'm
Never
pushing
get
it
a kid.
back because I don't wanna put it in there and it freeze and then we have to take it out.
Yeah.
So,
Where's that at?
that's bridge on 1501 in Bogard. So, otherwise, Mark, you got anything for me?
Yep.
Jake, you got anything?
The stop signs, do you gotta check and see if there was a sign there originally, or if there's nothing, you just moving on down the road?
The one you're talking about, I know it was there, but it was knocked down 3 years ago, and that was the fourth or fifth time.
It's one of them
So we took it out.
habit signs that gets stolen or
Yeah,
they're knocked
yeah.
down constantly.
Yep.
And it's at a three-way intersection, and they elected not to put it back up. And is that the only intersection in Henry County? No, we have them all over.
Right, that's why I was curious. Do you gotta look and see if it originally had a sign, or you just?
Do you give them a right of way? Is that, what are you gonna do?
You on those type of deals, if it's an uncontrolled intersection everybody's supposed to come to, stop or slow down and make sure it's clear before you proceed. That's how the law reads.
Whoever's to the right of you has,
Yeah, that's, I know those, but I'm just saying, where it's men, the stop sign, that's where you get in, somebody has a wreck. Well, that's the way it was. Well, they come back, here's where it was. I seen, here's what it was, so.
Well, I was just curious.
I
if you
don't
had
know
to go
the
back
answer
in
to
the
it.
records
I
to
saw
see if
that.
it had a sign at one time and then have to put it
I
back.
have no record per se of where a sign is supposed to be.
Hmm.
It's up to the townships they'll call me up and say, okay, I need this to be a four-way intersection now. And once I put it up, they gotta maintain it as a four-way intersection. But there's all kinds of intersections out here that has no signs. And at those intersections, it's just one of them deals is you gotta slow down and take your turn, just like at a four-way stop.
That's why I was curious.
So, anyway, Mark, you got anything for me?
no.
Jake, you got anything for me?
Nope.
Jim, you got anything? for me?
Nope.
Rick, you got anything for me?
I think I have a couple invoices I need to look at. I'm missing a couple tickets on. And they're in that top tray.
Okay.
Good.
I think there's two of them in there.
Okay.
Dennis, is your mower still being delivered Friday?
It's supposed to be delivered Friday, but we won't do training on it until Tuesday.
What time are you gonna do training?
He hasn't called me and told me a time yet. So, and I haven't talked to him for a couple, 3 weeks, so it might be pushed back a week or something.
No
because of
worries.
weather.
I was gonna try to make it to the training, so that's the reason I asked.
So,
I do have one question.
you're trying to.
Do you know, yeah, thanks. Do you know anything about, I think it's called a road groomer?
Yep.
Did you look at that? You did?
Tried one, didn't we? Or they
We got a
tried one.
road boss, which is that little box blade. A road groomer actually pulls the rock up out of the ditch and dresses it, but you still, it's one of
Makes
those
a
deals.
few trips.
You're gonna have to make several trips.
Yeah.
We demoed one and,
Let me ask you, because I know you and I were talking about road graders for the townships that don't have one. Would that be feasible for them? I mean, better than nothing, like some of what we saw?
well, here's the problem with that, Mark, is, they have their rock delivered. So unless you got a big tractor to pull it with, you're not just gonna hook onto it with a pickup and
You
pull it.
can't pull it, okay, I didn't know if you could pull it with the truck.
You gotta have at least a 1-ton pickup, and then you're gonna have to have a hydraulic power unit to set in the back of it.
Okay.
And then you
okay.
gotta get out and go back and
Set it.
lower all your hydraulics and stuff and set it, and then you gotta get in the truck and take off. It's not one of them,
It's not
handy
cost
dandy.
effective then, basically.
it's nothing handy. And you know just as well as I do, if it ain't handy, people's not gonna use it.
No, okay. That was my question then.
So, but no, we looked at one and demoed one.
Yeah.
It's just, it's one of them deals, I don't think that, it's gonna be handy, for us because, you got too much inconvenience even, getting out, getting in. Because every time you go down the road and you gotta turn around, you gotta get up, raise the tires, or put the tires down, raise it up, raise the wings, and then you gotta turn it around. And then you gotta get lined back up and set everything back down and lower it back down. And then you go, and after you make 4 or 5 trips across it to get bladed in, you've wasted, I mean.
Yeah, the day's done.
So, it's nice, but it's not friendly to use them. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So, I mean, a new motor grader is only like $500,000. I mean, Jim can write that check.
Ride them all day long, don't they?
I was thinking about Mark could buy it and then we could use it. Check it out. Check it out.
You guys have a good day.
Yeah.
We used to hear they sell them all day long, just gotta sign on that dotted line.
Yeah.
Oh, John Deere, boy, I tell you what, they always got a plan. The worst thing, somebody, when the plan runs out and then they try to renegotiate, well, we'll add what you owed before onto that other grader. You
Yeah.
know, pretty soon it's kind of like cars. You can't get further than you can ever get out of.
Yeah.
If you can't pay for it, you better think twice about doing it.
Mm.
So it's just one of those cases. I think it's still comes back to the same deal. Where we do, and to me, and I agree, it'd be nice to have a road grader, and then if township they can't get it done or something,
Then you
we
can.
can rent it or not rent it, but go out and run it. Have our own person to run it, and I think you can stay busy because a lot of these townships does not have graders, and the ones that do, I'm not sure. Just like Rudman, they can only afford so many hours a month.
Right.
Now they're buying that stupid grader and spending I don't know how much for it, and then turn around and trying to believe you can only hire it for 10 hours. I don't know what they're paying the road grader guy. I guarantee you, it's not as much as a good grader man.
Oh, yeah.
So, but anyway, that's my thoughts. But that's it. But you ask that over here in all the townships, oh, we're not having a bit of trouble.
No, that's exactly right.
Yes, Sam.
I have some information about equity
Yep.
for you guys.
Oh,
So,
for us?
probably the easiest, I would say, is if you guys want to show up to the bank, Equity Bank. You're welcome to give me all the information, but I don't need all your personal information. So, they're gonna need social security, number, driver's license, all that kind of information to get you on a new signature card.
Okay.
And then they'll give me the signature cards. We can sign them all at the next meeting if they do it that quickly. And then, but I'd say the easiest, they can take it over the phone as well. And that's who to talk to. Kylie or Landon are the people that know what's going on. And those are the two accounts that you will be on, our pool treasury and payroll account.
Is that Lane and Montley?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll get a hold of Landon.
yeah. So you can show up or you can call either one, but if you call, they're still gonna have to have a hard copy of probably a driver's license sent to them.
They want a copy of it.
Yeah, but then we will also have to re-sign.
Yep, I know.
So once, and then, I said, but I have to do.
Like a thing.
And then-
And then you're
then
gonna
I
have
have-
to,
then
yeah,
when
it'll
Rick
be
goes
all- all
It'll have to be
done
over it again.
Yep,
You can hold
yep,
on to that.
it will be.
So is it
Say
one
all you
signature
need,
card that y'all
date
sign?
of birth,
Yes.
Florida.
Yeah.
It's one
I got
signature
all that.
with everybody.
We'll
One
do
signature
that.
card with
Yeah.
everybody's.
It's a little different
So,
than when we started.
Okay,
But I
anyway,
knew that was gonna have
Okay.
to.
Did you?
And then when you go in, that'll have to,
See,
you'll have to go down
Landon
and
used
have
to
to get it
stay
done
with
again.
us. Good friends with my
Well,
oldest.
Well,
Yeah, so I
Bruce,
could holler at him.
have a good day.
Out to a more important meeting.
Yeah, you're going to fix food.
Yeah, one with food.
You guys need to decide what you're doing Thursday. You're gonna meet.
Okay.
Move the time up.
After hearing, did you get the email?
If I did, I hadn't seen it yet.
Well, anyway, Thursday starts at 9:30, but it's gonna be at the Cummings Room over at the Vincent Center.
Where's the Cummings room at the Benson Center?
By the kitchen, right
By
next
the
to
kitchen. If you
Oh,
walk
okay.
straight back,
Okay.
right, you go in there and we'll be set up in there. And that starts at 9:30. And then we'll have our TAC meeting at 9:30. And when they get in, they start the K Center meeting because they're not gonna have food or anything. It's just a matter of there ain't gonna be done but anything. So we'll probably figure 45 minutes to maybe to an hour. And then they'll start I'd say they're wanting to be done before them because this is gonna be a training session for all the new ones. Because there's other counties having new people coming in too. So that's what, and Ashley and them are gonna give a little presentation on what all the K Center does.
Okay.
So it'll be good. And I
Do
thought,
we have any reason to actually have a meeting on Thursday?
Right now, all the bills are paid up, so
Yeah.
the only thing I'd have to pay tomorrow would be whatever shows up today and tomorrow, but
I say I'll see you Tuesday, but that's just me.
no, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, we need, because by the time we get opened up, we got, just getting ready to go over there, 30 minutes go by pretty quick. You can't pay many bills, be done.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, we can't, and after hearing what they said, I feel like then we really need to attend. It's not a matter of any other reason. I thought,
That sounds wonderful to me.
Do we get a motion for that, or is it just?
No. He'll post it. I'll tell you what, no,
I don't need to be there for the TAC meeting, do I? Or
no.
do you think
You can make yours a little later,
later?
but sure, you need to be either.
If I got there
Okay, sir.
9:30?
Oh, yeah.
That's what time we got. That's what
We
time
start
our
at
meeting starts.
9:30. We start at 9:30, so we get over by
10?
10,
Yeah, okay.
whatever. Cause that one you'll need. But I thought she was on there.
Me?
Well, whenever they sent the emails, I thought y'all was, so I was gonna look. Here's a case there.
I think I got it.
Huh?
I think I may have got it.
You know what? Ashley, let me see all of that went. No, you wouldn't. I don't know why they put this. I am writing to inform you about the next board meeting, which will include a valuable training session along with our regular business agenda. Please note the new earlier time and location for the meeting, coffee and pastries will be served.
last week, so.
And it's gonna be,
Happens.
this is for the case center. Time 10 o'clock,
Down for the year.
following the 9:30, they're wanting us to be done by 10 o'clock on tact. And then the training session will be focused on providing comprehensive overview of our organization. It will cover key aspects of our mission,
Especially in this cold.
operations, governance, and strategic incentives to ensure that all board members are fully equipped with knowledge and understanding necessary to make informed decisions. So that's what I found. And then they got an agenda here on
See,
that.
I actually didn't get that.
No, you didn't. I just, and I thought, crap, I was
It's hard to know
assuming you
something.
got it. Because I would have forwarded it to you.
Oh, no worries.
Because all these others,
Usually takes me
I
30,
can
40
give you
minutes to
a
wind
new
down when I get home.
email about every day.
Oh,
You know
I-
MoDOT.
Yes.
And because I
Another
guess,
hour on
next,
that.
I will forward you
Yeah, the
this.
morning comes pretty quick.
Let me put this one in first.
Yeah, I'm solid on Wednesday night. It's worth it though, it's fun. Sometimes.
Get up and get kids school and go out my first stuff.
Yeah.
I've driven Alexis the last 2 days. I don't know, I can stay outside waiting for the bus. so.
They were saying it's supposed to get cold again. I mean, it's cold now.
Yeah. As long as we don't get any more precipitation.
Yeah. You can,
They're calling for some.
you can clearly tell where the city limits end on 51 Road.
Yeah. I haven't ventured out that way. So
Oh my gosh, it's rough. It is so rough. It's never been that bad.
Damn road district.
I may be.
Who's on Fields Creek?
Brent Wagner,
Richard Orsick,
nope, that's.
on
that's town.
Fields Creek?
Fields Creek Special.
Oh, special. Brent. I don't know
Brent
who it is.
and Cook
Stan.
Who's that one?
and I think Amber. Well, I think so. No.
Amber lives.
Matt's wife,
Angie.
Angie.
I was gonna say Amber lives out on State and
I think it's Angie's on there.
Stan lives right next to Mr. A. And then-
Why?
Yeah, Andy lives right on the corner,
Brett's just a few houses down from you.
so, yeah. Yeah, I know where Brett lives. He took Eddie and Sandy's old house.
Yeah.
And they moved into town.
Did you guys talk about the engineers, Corps of Engineers in Dillon? Did you guys talk about?
We did talk a little bit about it. I did send an email. Did you get that?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking over
Yeah.
again.
That's what they want to talk to you about.
Did you see the email and the deal they're wanting? And we need to make sure we talk to them over that, just like Thrush Bridge. See, that's already been done, and I think we even sent a letter to them, didn't we? About that
About
Thrush Bridge?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
That's, and some of this, and I think it may have been because Larry White had left down there and he was always over it. And now and I don't know which one is taking over. This Childs, but I think he is over the center lookout down there. Has all that. I don't know for sure, but we need to get in and find out there. And then we'll just have to see what we're doing there. Because some of them, if you accept we do an MOU to take care of the bridges or the roads, well, guess what? Then you have to be careful because, like the bridge, if something goes out, are you going to rebuild it? If there's only one person covers it, kind of like we had one down in Benton County. That's talking about different ones that had 15 people or 10 people go across it, and you're wanting to spend close to $1 million to build a bridge to it. So that's all quarter out. So, anyway, that's some of the things you got to look at.
Thrush Bridge is near and dear to my heart.
Now, I'm not arguing the point. But I hate to write a check, building a whole new bridge across it.
Yeah.
And then, now you'd have to have it engineered, everything can be done, it'd be rather expensive. Back years ago, I think it was 600 and some thousand or seven.
Yeah.
Well, I'd hate to say what it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the difference that they've made a change down there. Because that Larry White's, he was there as long as I can remember, and he had been there before.
So we gotta make an appointment with these guys and talk to
No,
them?
they're
or-
coming, they're coming in.
Yeah, they're coming on the 21st.
21st.
The 21st?
Because I
Yeah.
had Rick call them and change the date, because we couldn't make that. Because I didn't want to happen when we're having this.
Yeah,
We'll
he said
probably
9
look at
o'clock,
first
so that'd be
things.
first thing we do.
Okay.
We'll probably just open and get the minutes done and do the bills after.
Did you send them the sales tax stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay, you all got the sales tax on your email?
Yeah, so we're down 25% over
Yeah,
last year.
yep.
It's
I
terrible.
wonder why.
I don't know. I think retail sales were pretty strong during Christmas, but that probably didn't include December sales
No,
taxes.
it didn't.
It's probably
Well, look at there.
like November.
Dang,
sales
getting all
taxes.
kinds of people in here.
Jim,
Good
I just wanna
morning,
say hi
Jim.
to you guys.
How you doing?
I know 2 of you, but the other 2, I know this guy.
Yeah.
But
Jake Brad.
Jake
Jim
Brown.
Journey,
Nice to meet you, Jim.
pleasure to meet you. How's it going?
Good, good.
Good.
How's Spencer?
He's just got married in October.
Did he really?
Yeah. He's living in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
He and his wife are out there and doing good. How's your kids?
Good, good. Man, they grow up quick.
We had a ball team
Uh,
that,
I figured it had to be a ball team.
Yep.
had a good coach.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Almost too good.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
All right, I'll
Listen
get
to
out
what
of
you're
here.
talking about.
All right.
It's good seeing you.
Hey,
John.
Rick, Rick,
Oh, I'm
I don't
just,
forward, like an email here. If I'm gonna forward that, is it which one? Is it the back one?
I'm covering.
Okay, that's nice. Wrong one,
And
that's,
then if you want to include the attachment, you
yeah,
have to.
I'm, okay, I'll get that. Oh, no, I don't wanna do that. Include. There we go. There we go, I got you.
Oh,
The
thank
email,
you.
okay, Singer, and let me give you the one I got from, Dylan. Don't know. This is Dylan's one we was down there, he had reviewed going over all the bridges, and he had come up with cause they had talked about one of the bridges that was a preliminary, or so, kind of substitute if something happened, but it was $1 million some bridge. Well, if we dropped it down, cause that's Bates County, put it down below, there'd be 4 other counties that'd get a bridge, and then hold off. Plus, there's a place in there, when they originally talked about, that there's some money left over and you could put it on. Well, if you put that on to help out, but if it's over $1 million, you get 500,000 on one deal, to help out on the bridge. So anyway, he had just, of course, he attends all the meetings, and so therefore, I thought I'd send you what it is, and it's got all the people as a meeting too, so it'll be good. Because some of that you probably won't understand, but then you need to start getting accustomed to some of the things that goes on. That's and I don't know. But anyway, that's the case, that's a big thing. Did Kelly find out, she found some other
I
stuff.
haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything here where she lost. But I think, if I remember right, that was probably handled back shortly after that map. Because some of that was, they automatically did because nobody ever looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. But in this case, it's another one of those situations you're gonna still have to deal with it. And if that'd work, I think that'd be a simple solution,
Solves both problems.
if that'd make them happy. But they can be hard to, hopefully that'd do it. And that other person, I still think it'd be smart to move it down far enough to make sure you could
Get
get
both
in
of
that
them
little
in.
harbor. Because if something ever did, if it ever changes hands, it'd be, I'd sure look down the future, and that could happen.
Right.
But that 500 road seems to be a hot
It's a
issue.
busy road.
Huh?
Busy.
And nobody ever traveled it.
Yeah.
That's what they used to say. Okay. We don't have anything else, do we, Rick?
Hope not.
Huh? Hope not.
I gotta do the financial statement, which is
Huh?
a joy. Starting to work on that.
Okay. Let's see, do we have, I don't know of anything else other than I was telling them, Mark was telling them to kind of give them a little heads up on some of this stuff over at the meeting with all the townships. And I said, I think that'd be a great idea if we could educate, but it's hard to get them to listen to doing it. And hopefully they would. But some of that,
That seems like that's a lot of the issue though.
Oh,
It really, I mean, it really
every-
does, which is like this is what you can
But
do.
that's,
This is what you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
but then you do that, like I say, the worst thing is you got a certain group. Just, no, that's not the way it is. And once they get it in there, it's hard to get them convinced the other way.
Right.
And I don't know how to do it. I guess if they'd do it, it'd be fine. It's kind of like if they don't have it, to know what to do. And then you got other townships, well, I want more, but they don't want to put it in CD. I don't want to do anything with it. So, but that's where we're at. And I think that'd be a great idea because we've tried to, I even brought in the district engineer and done the road, the bridges, inspected them, just so they'd know a little bit of history and just kind of went over. But anyway. But I think it'd be great if we could if that had ever worked, that'd help out townships.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to fill me in on that one. I guess.
Educate them.
Huh?
Educate them.
Educate them.
Oh, bringing them.
Because he
Yeah.
said, this deal, a lot of it is on education. Some of that we can't do. And he knew it after.
Yeah.
When are you wanting to have that meeting this year?
When you are on that. I
Well, that was quick.
I get it started. I get it started there. And just like that, I'll be glad to help whatever we need to, but we gotta have a program.
When does it? It's
Well,
normally in
first off-
February,
Normally in February.
Yeah.
After-
Usually-
After CCAM, usually.
Yeah, it's usually after we get back and it's usually towards the end of the, well,
End of the month?
the end of March.
No, into
When did we
February.
do it?
Into February.
End of February. Well, we can't do it after we get back from CCAM.
When
That is the end of February.
26th to the
And I
27th.
really think they need to go to
28th, I
CCAM
mean.
before they go to that meeting. Don't you, Rick?
Yeah, it'd be best.
Because
So-
there's some things, and any questions, just like some of this that you're asking about, Travis, he is a new, and
What?
Travis, the attorney for the
Oh, yeah.
act,
Travis Elliott.
he's, how do I want to put it? I think he's awful, I think he's sharp, but then again, he'll always run the borderline. He don't want to, this is the way it is, no, it won't be, that's the way it's got to be in court to get that decision. Because like road closures and there are fencing laws, some of that gets into it. But some of that is be good for asking questions. And some of this we can bring up and ask questions at CCAM. If you got a question, just because you can go with the mic, and then some of it, there'll be some meetings, maybe one or two, they split out by the class, because class 1 and 2 are not the same as us. They're different. I mean, that's just the way it works, so.
And then us being a township county is even different than the rest of them.
That's right.
Right.
Because ours is different, because most counties, it's the commissioners deal with it, and then when you get it, but when you get the township involved, and then you gotta remember what the township can handle. There's certain things they can do and certain things they can't either. That's problems. Then you can throw another in there, specials are different than regular townships. Because actually, a special, in reality, is just another little county, spelled, just cut out.
Yep.
And really, then if that's the case, then you get in these, like some of the counties, if it's specials, they don't do one thing, don't give them nothing.
Mhm.
So, but that's some of the things you learn in different ones, just like ours, you try to go along with what we've always tried to do, just to make it work. Cause you'll find out down there, we're one of the few, we got more townships and specials than just about anybody that's left. Well, it is more than any of the rest of them. Cause they talk about having maybe 4 or 5 townships and then 1 or 2 specials. Look at us, we got 19 townships and 10 specials.
And they all, every township, county in the state operates different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and townships are not all the same. Mark, you're learning. Because they don't always take care of things the same. You don't have to worry about it, just give it and they'll take care of it. Well, how that works is, you never know. Because not all townships are the same. They don't work like that, do they?
No.
You guys
But
have
I don't know
things-
when we're gonna try to do it, cause then y'all gotta decide on the how much, what are we gonna do on the car rock? Are we gonna make any changes to the road? Or on what we wanna do for the roads, because we'll have to make a new one of them up.
I just need probably a couple weeks' notice of whatever date you pick so I can get the
Mhm. Yeah, we gotta get the,
thing in the mail.
cause we usually have it over to Rotary.
We wanna wait until after the CCAM, right?
To me, it'd be nice, but, and,
Unless there's new information that comes out in CCAM that you guys wanna share with them.
yeah, you get a lot of information back.
I mean, I don't know.
I,
Would you get much information out of CCAM relevant to townships?
no, not a lot on townships. The big thing would be getting them up to speed on getting how much they wanna do. The car rock and all that, or if they're gonna make changes there,
Yeah, you guys need to decide on that.
cause all
Can I get a
that,
copy of that, of the old?
One of the contracts?
Yes, please. So it's whenever you guys think would be best to do it.
Hmm?
Whenever you guys think it would be best to do it.
well,
After April sounds great to me, though.
I don't know why there. Don't go there, guys, don't jump in on that one.
Just let it have his moment, huh?
If we go to CCAM
We'll have
and
to
do it
get-
after, then I would say at least
Huh?
a week or two after
Yeah.
that, because that's gonna give you enough time to, which would be either the week of the 10th or the week of the 17th. I actually don't matter to me.
That gives you plenty of time to decide what you wanna do about the cart stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there's
I haven't seen one of the contracts, so I wouldn't
Did it
know
show?
what
As old as-
to be changed.
as old as he's
I'll
getting.
get smart enough to bring a deal in.
Yeah, they got it the other day.
That's it all.
What are you doing?
I'll print these out. This is all the stuff on Thrush Bridge.
Oh, okay.
I still got a copy picture. I'm trying to go through some of them and pick up, yeah, there we go.
I received you at Red Fox Winery, huh? Is Red Fox coming in
No,
Next week.
next week.
next week?
Mhm.
Oh, didn't look at the date.
This one we'll have to sign here.
I was just,
And then,
tomorrow morning, I thought I had stuff in for minutes.
anyway, guys, this is,
I already
that
printed
one,
off
y'all
all the
got a
maps
copy of
for
this. What we're doing, how we separate the money. Show a picture. Yeah, you
I
do.
think,
I seen it under,
yeah, I was gonna say, I think I got
See, I
one.
see Mark's.
it's under, I seen Mark yours over there on the corner. Yeah, there you go. That one.
I can email it to you, Jake, or print one before you leave, I'll get you one.
Okay. And then, to build a road, we'll have to do that.
one of your clients?
road specs.
Yeah, if you change it,
You
you
got-
need to do it.
You gonna
Huh?
do somewhere
If you
tonight?
change it.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Well, we have to
I
have,
might be
we
taking
have
the
to have
bus.
them re-signed.
Yeah,
Do you really?
community theater.
We did on the others.
We've been done by seven.
Did you change it on the other one?
Here it is, County
Because
Road,
it's a recorded document.
yes. See that one? There's the one we signed with Daniel Dahl then, this one. You know what it is?
I was
Didn't
close.
change anything between
It's not
that.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, right here. Here's a new one.
It's colored.
It's colored. Wait a minute, no, it's not. Wait a minute. Where's our new one? Well, there's another, I've got another new one with all of us, cause each township. Have y'all got,
Have I?
y'all got one of these?
No.
Um, road requirements to build a new road.
Unless it's in this.
Wait till
Don't.
April.
You should have something, cause this is, and we'll have some new one of them on the road to build a new road requirement, what all it has to be. He's got, we'll have to have sign a new one.
Okay.
Text.
Yeah. Two people in the same room. Two. Sent this for Roger Sunday. Okay. Roger's grandson helping Lexi.
You know, I may,
And Ben walked with him. What he did. Ben looked at their phone.
yeah, I probably need to print some of this up for you guys, just like here's all the townships or levies.
Ben went out there.
Yeah, I don't have that one either.
That's what every township and what levy they get. It's just good information. Oh, I need to go through and get a bunch of stuff and
Speaking of
would you rather have
wells.
them email them or print them off?
To me, Jen, make it easier for you.
I'm in.
Huh?
Is that up to the townships to change their levies, or is that up to, is that?
Yeah, every taxing entity resets their levy every August.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I'll have
If it's easier to print them,
I'll probably do that.
that's fine.
For me, I can have one.
Here's some minutes that Kelly found.
What?
And this is exactly, she commented. There a minute. The court receives petition to close an old abandoned road in Honey Creek Township, period. Didn't say what the road number was. Well, back then it would have been.
Or whether they did anything about it.
Yeah, well, that was the initial petition. So she commented that the minutes from the 60s were blank, blank, blank.
I'd say it's closed.
Well, look, there were only two of them up there in here alive back then.
That was in 63.
I remember.
Well, I was trying to think,
I just wanted to point it out. It was those two, not anybody else.
I knew a lot of, when was Greg in? I probably knew more about them. All the time, he was here, what, 12 years, I
In the
think.
80s?
No, he was,
No. Greg?
Greg
no,
90s?
He was in the 2000s.
2000.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was right.
That was only
Okay.
40 years
In the
before that.
90s.
He
I think
could've-
It was in the 90s. Into the 2000.
It was late 90s then.
Yeah, late 90s. I know, well, he was before Donnie,
Do
right?
that, yeah, in 2011, he had been
Donnie
there.
was here before he was.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yes,
Yeah,
Donnie.
Donnie.
Donnie had been,
Okay, so
Donnie and
Donnie
Rick
was
Nichols was here
90s.
years.
Yeah, when,
Family lived in Belleville.
when we moved here in 94, it was Joe Sims and.
Yeah,
Rick
Joe
Nichols
Sims, I
and
knew him.
Don
And
and
then Donnie.
Donnie.
A lot of them I know
That's
when.
impressive. 94, and you remember that?
Well, I know all of them.
It's
So
not that.
that makes it a little easier when you know them.
Yeah, that
So
does
it's,
help.
He's got a good memory too.
Evidently.
Trust me.
Mine's
Yeah.
You
gone.
got a better memory.
What, Jake, you're only a year older than I am, so.
Yeah,
Not that much older, so.
a year is rough though.
Oh, I know. Everyone just keeps getting rougher and
I'll
rougher.
tell you what, the tides turn when the commissioner's younger than me.
What?
The tide has turned. I'm getting older.
That's why you're getting out.
Yeah. Why is it
Excellent
up?
point.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of slew of grandkids now. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, it goes by quicker than you think.
Gosh, it does. It does.
What do you got on today? Saving the
I
world.
even got a whole file on opening and closing roads too.
Things over.
If you wanna know.
1:30.
You better keep that one.
Because there for a while, that was an ongoing process, and it will be, especially new commissioners come in. Believe me,
It should be.
they won't get you up on stuff. Well, now, this is what we're gonna do.
Oh. I'm with you.
You'll,
Already have one.
you'll have different ones, and that's just. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Hello. I'm fine, how you doing, Ron? Yeah. Yes, I figured that. Okay.
Rick, when he comes back, can we adjourn?
First wrestling.
Yeah, I don't have anything else for you.
See, that's just, I never know when he's done or when we're done or.
Do you want to see the bills? You want
Yeah,
them?
I'm standing on the floor for a couple of those matches.
So you need a copy of the cart contract
Yes,
and a
please.
copy of that distribution, that colored page.
Yeah, where the levies, where how it's
Well, those are.
broke down.
Levies are, that's how we pay the cart. The levies are different than,
Oh, okay. He showed me a few different pages and I'm not exactly sure which ones. I know he showed me the cart road,
distribution.
yes, and then a levies deal.
Levies.
He didn't have a contract.
Okay. I'll get a copy of that for you. Roger says not to use RA. That must be terrible.
Do what?
Well, he hadn't seen it.
RA.
He can't tell.
Unless you see it up
Patty
close.
Well, how those two corners there on RA might be a little rough.
Yeah.
Nice, so I'm-
They're rough on a dry diet.
yeah.
Yeah, but as I'm telling you, I haven't seen anything out there here of late that's so bad you couldn't, if you're just careful and smart, you can't get down it or through it. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not bad. Not today. I mean, it was, Broken Bridge was bad on Monday when I fell and hit my head.
It was county's fault.
It was.
What kind of injuries?
Whiplash friends with hip.
Had to sign the contract first.
We'll talk about it in a little while.
Well, that's the thing, Christopher Street, where our driveway is, that was,
Sorry.
it was pretty icy.
Sorry. I deal
Of
with
course, I know who's
truck.
fault.
Got a little truck. One of them technical things.
Which is actually
The
like,
OnStar unit, something happened there and it can't stop working. But anyway, that's the module, we gotta give it in. And the bad thing is I told him, I had it out there,
complaining about things because she said,
What I
say
said.
to me what she wants to say to everyone.
gotta check in
Something
there, I
like
think something else is causing it. Come find out, it was the module that runs the OnStar and everything. Some of that stuff I like, but anyway.
See about it.
So he was telling me, he said, well, we got to order. And I said, yes. He said, well, it's on, how was it back order? And so, well, I talked to the OnStar people and said you'd have to, if you remember when I brought it out the first time, I thought it what it was and they couldn't check it then. So anyway. But anyway, did y'all decide when do you think want to have a meeting over?
Oh,
When you
we're,
start getting everything, do y'all wait till after CCAN to try to do it?
if you guys think we should wait
Well-
until after CCAM.
I think we've done it both ways. So.
Well, where this would be the first one, I just thought they might have some information they'd like to put out.
Yeah.
Cause Mark would like to train some of them while he's over there.
Plus the bridge inspection is in February, so.
See, yeah, when does he start? Wasn't it the 12th? That one email he had were the bridges, I think it is. It won't be ready. It'd
Dennis
be the
might
middle.
have an idea in March, but
Yeah.
he wouldn't have any idea in February.
No. I
Let's
think
do
it'll
the
happen.
second week of March then. Isn't that what you kinda said? The second week of March would be the week of the 3rd, no, 10th.
Let me check on availability of the building and then get back with you on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather go towards the end of the week. Monday, I've got, no.
So you're thinking March 10th,
I'd rather
Well,
not
you
do it the 10th. I've
11th,
got to,
12th, or 13th?
yeah, any of those.
Okay.
Because I'm supposed to go to VA for my eyeballs.
All right, I'll check on that and text you.
See what we can do.
Okay.
I think that'd give y'all a couple weeks afterwards, kind of get your thoughts together. Yeah. Different things like that, and hopefully they'll have the bridge inspections done, and they'll be, and then we can cover them too.
If the 11th is available, do you want to just go ahead and reserve it?
Fine with me.
Okay. Starting at 6?
Yep,
You want to start sooner than that?
let's see, no, daylight savings times,
It's that weekend.
I mean,
before.
that week, huh? Weekend before? Huh?
Looks like it.
Yeah. I mean, will there be very many in the field then?
Yeah. I just know how to eat it. I don't know how to grow it.
Six, 6:30, hopefully, and then we just gotta set a time. I don't know an easy way of doing it.
Well, not everybody shows up anyway.
No.
I'm serving dinner at 6, the meeting at 6:30.
Maybe some cookies.
Okay.
Any luck?
No. Just kind of reporting on the Northwest 500 road.
Yes,
Not finding anything. The records are very vague. That doesn't mean that it wasn't done. I can continue to search, but it's going to take some serious.
when did we go down and remember work down the basement, getting all the roads, marking them on them maps
Oh, I
for
don't know. I
MoDOT?
don't remember what year that was. But it's not on the road inventory and it hasn't
Oh.
been for some time.
No, see, we changed all that, and that was back, but that's been a few years ago, 8 years ago or something like that.
Well, I even looked at some old plat books and it's not like old plat books and it's not,
Should be,
70s. It's still
should be
not
all
on there.
right.
But I can't, the 1960s minutes are literally like 3 lines long.
Yeah, I read it. too.
So, did you?
They didn't have it spelled out?
Finding it,
Did
and
you
then
get-
I went into the index and you have road closures and then you have township roads and then you can look under petitions and then
Yes.
maybe you should look under, I mean, there's just no clear way to research it. I looked in the files that we do have that are exact road numbers and we don't have anything on it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
What they did.
I will continue to research if that's what you want me to do. I feel like I am chasing my tail.
I think so.
I would.
I was saying,
I wouldn't-
didn't we have a folder with all the township information in each township?
Probably not that old though.
I don't even.
Well-
Yeah, we wouldn't have one folder we
We
had.
would only have
Oh.
what was there when we,
Yeah, I
when we
know.
started cleaning files and we don't have things that we, I mean, all we have
No.
is theirs. And
Well-
then from now, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Everything that we've done recently, we do by township, by
Mhm.
road number, and we file it
Yeah.
that way, so this doesn't happen down the road in 50 years.
But I think we had, I thought they had a file that had, like everything in Honey Creek's file.
Well, I think what we
I
have is probably
wish.
from Gene, as far back as Gene, but before that, we probably don't have any information.
Oh, this will be,
Oh, I have some things in the 20s and some in the 40s, and a lot of it's Peabody Coal and the
Yeah.
railroad, though, that we have anything on.
that's why I was curious on if Peabody
And then
and
the
Mike.
Corps of Engineers came in and said, hey, we're gonna take that too, and so
That's right.
everything's
Oh.
hard to find.
Hmm.
I will stop chasing my tail if you guys say that's okay.
Yeah, don't
That's
worry
fine.
about it. It's not,
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. I feel like it hasn't been on the road inventory for so long that it would be easy to, for you guys to do something, put something in writing,
Sounds like it's pretty grown up now.
so that this doesn't happen again, like I said, 30 years down the road. If
well,
you guys
when
put something in
we
writing.
mark that down and do it, we'll put it down.
Mhm.
That way we'll have it.
Yeah. Okay, let me take this. I'm going back to work on the financial statement. Cut, paste.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys have anything else
Yeah,
for me?
I don't really. Other than that?
No,
Nope.
Okay, do I entertain a motion
I'll make a motion.
I'll
to
second.
close? Motion been made, second to close session. All in favor, say aye. 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 Motion carried. Done, we're closed.
I'll see, I'll talk to you sometime.
Yeah,
Well, Scott,
I'll be around second.
If you want
Hey.
to plan on it, Mark.
I'm sorry, was you wanting to
Somebody
speak
has a meeting.
and do everything?
No, it's too late now. You already closed it. I had something very important, but
Emergency management.
Scott, I
I'll
wanna
talk
know.
to you next week.
Vincent said
Scott,
that-
I didn't
that
get
day.
you his birthday, happy
Today.
birthday
I couldn't
sent to
remember
you, but I
the time.
appreciate
You
it.
know,
I know you was away.